Join the movement. Go all electric with Pure Electric.
Hello, I'm Zemon from Sustainability and this is James's house. We'd like to acknowledge the Kaurna people and pay respects to their elders past and present. I'm just going to run through a couple of things, sustainability features that James has in his house that will be open for Sustainable House Day in 2025. So James, what do you think? Good renovation?
Amazing renovation. Super happy with it. We wanted an extremely sustainable home. We had some pretty strict guidelines on what we needed. We wanted a lot of recycled materials. We wanted a really sensible design. We didn't want any air conditioning. We wanted minimal heating, amongst other things. And yeah, we've now finished.
Yeah, cool. Let's start with sustainable materials. We've got this floor here. That's all reclaimed jarrah. You can see all the old nail holes, eh? The boys did a good job here. Even this little porthole window got custom jointed out of sustainable materials.
It takes a bit more effort to do this, but we're willing to spend the time and the effort and to pay you guys to do this, because at the end of the day, we're using products that we want in our home, and we love it.
Show us the brick.
Come in here. This is one of our bedrooms that we've built on. We use recycled, reclaimed bricks on the walls with a render. We've got a reverse brick veneer, so we've got bricks, insulation, timber, an airproof wrap on the outside, and then we've got an air gap and then some burnt timber cladding. We just got through our first summer where it's pretty much not rained until today, and it's performed really well. It's stayed cool and calm and beautiful.
Did those highlight windows up there help? I see that it's open at the moment. What do they do?
Well, it's the highest point in the house, so we thought if we had them operable, we could get all the heat coming up from the lower parts of the house. We just open the air down there and it flows through and flows up, and it purges the house every night beautifully.
So that's great for...
Also the double glazing up there, because they are facing north, but we've got some nice big eaves on the outside, so it's only going to catch the sun in winter, and in summer it's just shade and letting the heat out.
So that's good for the summer. What about in winter? How do these rooms go? Or how do you think they'll go? This is a new house, but...
I think it's going to be good. I think we're going to be fine. We've got double glazing in the windows, in the UPVC windows, which I think should be standard in every house, but we'll move on from that. In terms of heating, we've only got one combustion heater in our whole house, and we just use wood that we chopped down from our block for that. But we did splurge a little bit and put in some underfloor heating. So we've got hydronic heating in these two rooms and one of the bathrooms, and that's connected to a hot water system which runs off the solar.
Yeah, cool. So it's the one heat pump for both the underfloor heating and the hot water. So you've hit two birds, one stone, and just have the one mechanical unit. There's a coil that runs in the hot water system that you can then run the heat through the underfloor there. That's really cool.
Come down now through the stair link into part of the existing house.
Yep, show us the bathroom.
So this bathroom, we doubled in size. We've got underfloor heating in here as well. We've got the mud bricks on the walls. One of the big challenges in here was there was an existing wall here and no mud bricks. So we had our plasterer came through and magicked up some mud bricks, which was amazing. And then apart from that, it's a pretty basic sort of bathroom. It's standard tiles. We've got some concrete basins, which we love.
What's up in this bulkhead here? Why did that get put in? Because the ceiling levels change a bit there. Tell us about that. So I can see a little vent up there.
We had some challenges with mold previously in this bathroom. We didn't have any exhaust fans. We haven't got a ceiling space, so we couldn't get ducted vents out. So we've built this vent, hidden it behind there, and now fresh air comes in from under the door or the window, sucked up to the highest point and takes all the steam out, so it's performing a lot better.
And that is a sustainability feature, because avoiding mold and rot is really going to add to the durability of your house long term. So if this house can last another 100 years, that's going to be great.
Perfect.
Show us what else you did. Did you, up here you did some retrofits to the existing house?
Yeah, we've got lovely high level windows, which in summer are shaded but let the light in, and in winter we're letting all of the heat out. So we've, at Zemon's suggestion, we went through and looked into double glazing replacement up there, and that has made a massive difference. We did that at the start of the renovation, so that was in place for last winter, and it was degrees warmer without doing anything different. So well worth the effort for that one.
Yeah, because heat rises, and with it, air rises, we create a bit of extra stack pressure at the top. So the windows might have been a bit leakier and also single glazed, and updating them, getting them sealed up and double glazing them, we thought would help with the performance of the building a lot. And James says it has made a tangible difference.
Yeah, we've also put some ceiling fans in here, so in winter we just have them on low, just circulating the hot air through as well. It makes it perform a lot better.
Now, how good's this rain? We're getting our first rain for the spring. You're off grid for water, right? And in a bushfire zone. So tell us about how you manage water across this massive summer. So you have a pretty big garden as well. How much water storage do you have?
We've got about 100,000 in total across the house and the garden.
Yep.
But we were down to the dregs. So I think a lot of people in our situation have been trying to cart water in, which has been next to impossible because everyone's so busy. But we have been just, we've got water saving shower heads. We've got low flow taps. We're trying to use as little as possible. We've got wicking beds outside that window there. So just simple things like that to minimize the amount of water but still grow our vegetables was important. And then we capture all our rainwater. We don't filter anything. It just comes straight back into the house and try and have as little impact as possible.
Have you ever been through a summer without needing to cart water? This was a particularly bad summer, but living sustainably off your own water is important. Yes, this one you had to cart it in, but have you ever made it through a summer?
We have.
Yeah, that's great.
We've got a dam in our bottom paddock as well, and we pump from that. So the gardens normally suffers a little bit, but normally we can get through the house pretty good.
Yeah, very good.
A couple of other things that you weren't involved in, but we had in the house beforehand. When we first bought our house, we had different types of polyester plastic carpet, so we pulled all of that up, and this is a woven seaweed, so it's a sustainably grown product. We love
awesome.
It.
And probably really easily to compost at end of life.
Yep.
When the building gets demolished or if the carpets get wear and tear on them, that's great.
It was important when we moved in as well. We painted all of our mud brick walls. We didn't want to paint them with an acrylic paint, obviously, because it traps moisture. So we got a product which was a citrus-based paint, which we affectionately call orange paint.
Yep.
Because it smells like oranges and it's breathable and it doesn't let off any nasty gases, and that's performed really well. We only gave it one coat and it's lasted 7 years beautifully.
That's great. Well, that's a sneak preview of what you'll see if you come to James's house, and he'll be able to explain a lot more. There's a lot more in-depth deep dives. So attend Sustainable House Day and we'll see you there.
Thanks a lot.